Welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday, which means it's time for a review show special. And today I'm going to be doing a review show special on one of my own products. I don't normally review my own products, and this isn't going to be a review because obviously I can't review my own thing. However, so many people have asked me about Playlist. So many people have asked me about Playlist, which I brought out very, very recently with Alakazam. And they want to know what it is and what are the routines you get in there and how does it all work and so on and so forth. So on this review show special, I'm going to do a deep dive into Playlist and tell you everything you need to know about my new Alakazam release. Spoiler, I'm giving it 100% because you have to believe in your own trick. If I can't believe in this trick, then nobody else will either. So I'm going to give it 100%. But if you have any questions about Playlist, I'm going to answer them. All the questions that I've had over the last week or so, I'm going to answer. And also, I'm going to do a full performance of the act. And you'll see that in a little bit as well. So let's get straight into it. So what is Playlist? Well, Playlist has been due for release with Alakazam for probably coming close to about 6 to 8 months. I filmed this absolutely ages ago with Alakazam. And what is it? Basically, it's a collection of music download cards that you can basically use to do either standalone tricks or you can structure all these tricks together into an act. Now, what is a music download card? A music download card, they were around all over the place about 2 or 3 years ago. You still see them these days, but they're not as common. But, you know, I saw one in a service station just last week. Basically, they're little cards that shops and cafes and bars and things can give away for free. And you normally find them by the till and you take it away and you visit the website and you can basically download the track that's on that card. And it's a way of giving extra value to their customers. That's basically what a music download card is. Now, the first thing that I should say is you don't see these around as much these days. However, people still do know what they are. And even if they don't know what they are, it's not an issue because it's obvious what they are as soon as you show it to the person that you're performing for. And I justify them by saying, hey, I travel up and down the country and sometimes I see these music download cards. Have you ever seen these before? You might have seen them more a couple of years ago. Every time I see them, I collect them because I think they're perfect to do tricks with. And as a magician, I'm always collecting random stuff. Would you like me to show something to you with them? Now, I actually keep these in my wallet, and they're a brilliant part of my everyday carry. However, I've had people on the Magic Cafe say, well, they're not organic because you don't have them anymore. You do still get them, and I think that it's quite organic pulling them out of the wallet. But even if you don't, it's not a problem. Even if you kind of think, well, that's not very organic, that's not a problem. It's still a really cool thing that you can actually pull out and show people. And the thing is, when you're dealing with music tracks, especially, it allows you to do a trick that would normally be done with ESP cards or normally done with playing cards, for example, and make it way more emotive. Because when you're dealing with music, all of a sudden what you're doing is when they're thinking about it, they can almost hear the song in their head, right? If that makes sense. So that's basically what they are. They're a collection of music download cards. I think you get something like 23 cards and you use like 22 of them if you're going to do the full act, which I'm going to perform for you in a bit. Or you can just, if you want to do a single trick, for example, the QR code is something that a lot of people have been very, very positive about, the QR code revelation. You could literally just put that prediction card and 5 cards in your wallet and you're set to do just that one trick. They're very thin. So I put them in my Orphic wallet and it takes up like 2 credit card slots and that's it. And because I switch packets, and you'll see that in a bit. I'm going to do a full performance for you. So where's the history behind this? I suppose first of all, I'll talk about that very briefly. Well, I'm always looking for stuff that I can do tricks with. And I went to, I remember the first time I was seeing these things in service stations and cafes and restaurants. And I was collecting them and taking them home. And I was like, man, there's got to be a trick with these. And I was just nicking them from every single shop I saw them in. And I had probably a table full of these, like with 20 or 30 of them all over the table. And I was like, man, there's got to be a trick. And a couple of the routines that you're going to see in Playlist started off using these regular cards. And I was like working out ways of doing tricks with them. And then when I went to Alakazam and I was like, look, this is the idea. These are the different routines. But I think we could do so much more with them if they were specially printed. When I was able to get a set of specially printed cards, I was able to create so much stuff with these. So that's what they are. They're specially printed music download cards. Now, they're marked on the back in a very clever way that Peter Nardi came up with. So you can see immediately what card is which. They're marked. The second thing is you get a whole collection of, there's double backers in there, there's double facers, and there's regular cards. There's basically 5 songs repeated in various different ways. And the 5 songs are the Beatles, Yellow Submarine. You've got Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time. You've got Thriller, Michael Jackson. You've got Beyonce, Single Ladies, and you've got Uptown Funk. Now, the reason I picked those 5 is those are 5 iconic songs that are going to be around forever. Those 5 songs are never going to go anywhere, and most people know what those songs are. They've heard them, and they can imagine them in their head, which is really important when you're doing this routine, because you say, hey, imagine the song playing in your head over and over again. If it's a really obscure song that people don't know, it's not as good as if it's a song that everyone can relate to, if that makes sense. Now, you get all of these cards. Now, there's a whole bunch of routines. You guys know that I'm super into creating projects. So rather than just doing a trick, it's a project, right? And that's what you have here. I think it's about 2 hours worth of material. There's a whole bunch of routines. I've shared routines. Like there's a really killer way of doing, Colomonte. There's a really killer way of doing Colomonte with song cards instead of with playing cards, which is great. I absolutely love that. You could just take 3 cards, put them in your wallet or put them in your pocket and you're good to go. If you want to do the whole act, which I'm going to show you a performance of in a second, if you want to do the whole act, you're going to need to take, I think, 20 cards, and you're going to switch between packets, because one of the packets is set up to do like a wild card, and the other one is set up to do a whole bunch of sort of mind reading stuff. So they're marked, and I kind of treat them as ESP cards. So I switch between the 2 packets in the middle of the routine. So when I do the whole act, and I do the whole act a lot, it runs for somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes, and halfway through the act, I have a reason for bringing an extra card out, which is a prediction for one of the routines, and I put half the cards away, and it's very easy for me to switch the packets at that point. And they take up hardly any space. In my Orphic wallet, it doesn't affect anything. And because they're so super thin, it's not a problem. But let's say you're a magician and you just want to do the wild card routine. You just take 10 cards, shove them in your wallet, takes up no space, and you're good to go. I'm going to run a performance of this to Matt in my office of the whole routine. So I'm going to run this performance for you now so you can see exactly what it's all about. And then we'll talk about what we think. I'm here with Matt. You're going to help me with this. Is that all right, buddy?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, you know that I go up and down the country a lot, going to service stations, which sounds really
I send you there most of the time.
Most of the time, you book the gigs in for me, but I'm literally trying to go to Land's End, and I'm coming back very late at night. And I know every service station in the country, and I know that you've visited a few service stations over the years.
It's dodgy, but yeah, I have. Yeah.
Hashtag dogging.
No, not for that reason.
You've probably seen these. They were more common a couple of years ago, but you can still find them now. When you go into like a Costa or a Starbucks or somewhere like that, you get at the till music download cards where you go have a free track. You don't see them as much these days.
No, but I know
Spotify messed that up, but they are still they are still around.
Damn
Apple
you,
Music
Spotify.
has got a lot to settle for. But I've got a whole bunch of them here, and I'm going to show you something. There's also a prediction in here, which I'll get back to later on. But these, you'll probably recognise them when you see them.
Yeah, I haven't seen them for ages, but yeah.
I mean, the website's still around. You can go and visit them and everything. But we're going to do something with these. And I picked 5 songs. I've been collecting these for years because when I saw them, I was like, there's got to be a trick for that. There's got to be a trick you can do.
They look like a card.
Because they look like a card, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a massive collection of them back at home. And I bought a few out today to show you how it's possible for a magician to influence somebody. And you'll see what I mean. I've got 5 cards here. I've got Uptown Funk, Beyonce, Single Ladies, that's Britney.
Maybe one more time.
Obviously, you've got Yellow Submarine, and finally, you've got Thriller, Michael Jackson. 5. Was that a Thriller impression there?
It was an intensive one.
That's very good. And we're going to try and do something here. Do you think it's possible for me to influence you?
Absolutely.
Do you really think I could influence you without you feeling like you're being influenced?
I've met you before.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to try and do. But do you think it's possible that I could also influence Jack at the same time?
He's quite susceptible.
Thanks, Matt.
Well, we're going to try and do this. Okay? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and influence both of you. This is going to be your packet. That's going to be Jack's packet. You're going to mix them up in a very specific way. You make all the choices, but you're going to say deal or split. If you say deal, I'll do that. If you say split, I'll change the positions of the top 2 cards and just drop them together. You get the idea?
Yeah.
So deal or split?
Split.
Okay, and we'll do it again.
Split.
Okay, and that has to be deal. There's only one left.
Yeah.
So you chose to mix around 4 of the cards there.
Yeah.
Jack, same with you. Deal or split?
Deal.
Deal, and again?
Deal.
Okay.
Split.
Split.
Deal.
Deal. Is that fair? You made all the decisions, right?
Yeah.
Should we do it one more time? Or do you want to
Okay.
leave it as it is? It's up to you. We can
No,
do it.
do it again. Just
Do it
do
again.
the opposite
And-
of what I do, Jack.
And do you want to do this packet this time or this packet?
I'll do the other one.
Okay, deal or split?
Deal.
And again?
Deal. Deal. Split.
Interesting. So you only mixed up those 2, that's all.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack? Don't be influenced by him.
Do the opposite, man.
Split.
Split?
Deal. Split.
Okay. He didn't do the opposite. But
It's different, though.
it is completely different, right? So here's the thing. You made all the choices, right? I didn't influence you in any way.
No.
Like, in no way at all could I have possibly influenced you.
Well, you say that.
And the cards were shuffled, and you made all the choices. You and Jack between you made all the choices. So if these top 2 cards here matched, that's a coincidence. No, that's a coincidence. But if the second cards matched, I mean, that's more than a coincidence, I think. At some point, you have to think this is less.
That's not possible, though.
At some point, you have to think this is less of a coincidence and more of a minor miracle.
That's not possible, though, because we did different.
We did.
I'll tell you what, look, let's see if we can go one step further.
Oh, please don't.
No, we're gonna go one step further because maybe, just maybe, you thought some way I could have cheated or something. So there's a rule in magic: never repeat a trick. The first time it's entertainment, the second time it's educational. But I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put 5 cards over there and 5 cards over there, and we're gonna do something interesting with you. We're gonna spell out the words "will the Jacks match," and every single letter. You're going to point to a packet, and when you point to a packet, I'll take the top card and put it to the bottom. When we reach the end of each word, whatever the top 2 cards are, we'll put them together. And we'll make 5 packets of cards.
Right.
You'll see what I mean as we go. So the first word is will. And the first letter is W. Point to a packet.
That one.
So that would go to the bottom on W. Now I.
That one.
Now L.
That one.
And then L.
That one.
Interesting. So these 2 cards here, if you'd have gone all on this packet or 2 on here and 2 on here, it would have been completely different. We'll put those 2 together. Now there's the word will the.
Yeah.
T.
That one.
H.
That one. How
E.
many cards are there? That one.
Will. So you went for all of them on that
Yeah,
packet
because there's
there.
4 there, so it's going to be obviously different to that now, isn't it?
So will the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's go for songs. S.
Okay, we've got to work this out now because we can't have the 2 that one.
O.
That one.
N.
That one.
G.
That one.
S.
That one. 'Cause it's an odd number, innit? So they can't be the
I
same.
love how you're being so analytical about this.
Well, it's an odd number, so they can't be the
This
same.
is
can
magic, not math.
Let's try match. Will the songs match? So we've got M.
That one.
A.
That one.
T.
That one.
C.
That one. That one. Because
Okay.
then that's only one in it because the top one's gone under.
So
it's
these
not
2
gonna
go
be-
together, yeah?
Yeah.
And these 2 go together.
Okay.
Again, you made all the
There's
choices.
no fucking way. It's not
I
possible.
mean, that wouldn't be right, would it?
Fuck off. There's no way. That's not possible.
It's completely impossible.
That's not possible, though.
It's absolutely,
No, stop it.
completely,
That's not possible.
and totally impossible. It can't happen.
That's not possible.
Let's see if we can make it more under your control. Take one of each card. Take one of each. So you have one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. Put them together face down there. We'll put these together face down here. One packet for you, one packet for me. Give both of them a mix up. And whichever packet you want me to have, put it here in front of me.
Mix them up just
Yeah,
like normal.
just shuffle them, yeah, shuffle them. while you're doing that, I've got, do you remember the prediction I showed you in there? I'm going to take it out because we're going to need that later on. You want that to be my packet?
Yeah, sure.
You sure? Jack, if I put this prediction under there, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You can see that.
Like this, I'm like proper shuffle them up, yeah?
Yeah, just mix them up. I mean, you're going to be able to see them, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay?
I mean, yeah, I haven't just put one on top of the other. That's like proper mixed up.
Okay, cool. So turn towards you. What I'm going to try and do, that's a prediction. We're going to get back to that. I'm going to try and make 5 predictions.
Okay.
And every time I make a prediction, I'm going to make my choice before you make your choice. Let me go first.
And I can look at these, right?
Yeah, of course you can. I'm looking at mine. You can look at yours. Okay, this is my first prediction. This one here, we'll turn it here so it's orientated towards me. Put one on top of it, any one that you want to.
Face down on top.
On top there. You sure you want that one? You can change your mind if you want to. I mean,
No, it's fine.
you can put that back and take a different one.
No, I'm good.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for a different one.
God, this is tense.
I'm going to go here.
I'm glad there's no money on the table.
Okay. And notice every single time I do it, I make my choice before you make your choice, yes?
Yeah.
This one. Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you want to change your mind? Do you want to change your mind?
No.
You positive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously I've only got one left. Okay. Do you agree that every single time I put mine down before you put yours down, correct?
Yeah.
Every single time. Let's have a look. We got an Uptown Funk.
No. No. No way. That's, oh my God. This trick's insane. That's not possible. You can't do that if you put your card down first.
And yet somehow I was able to.
What?
That's not possible.
You know what the problem is here? The problem is I'm using too many cards. So let's get rid of half the cards. And we'll just use 5. We'll get rid of those. Okay? Yeah?
What the fuck?
We'll get rid of them. We'll just use 5. Okay. Mix them up again face down. Mix them up again face down.
Genuinely don't get this one at all.
This is like the longest trick ever.
It's less of a trick and more of an act.
Yeah, I'm loving it either way.
My goal is to kill Matt.
This is like,
Again.
I don't get this because like,
Okay?
yeah.
And when you've done that, lay them out. No, like this. In any order that you want. If you want to change the order around, you can. Okay. Okay. You happy with that? Are you happy?
This one's pissing me off. Like I said, it's not possible.
And out of the 5, which one do you want? Put your finger down on one of them. That one there. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you can let go. Do you want to change your mind with that one? Or you
No.
Positive?
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No.
Not this one.
No.
Not this one.
No.
That one.
Yeah.
Remember I put my prediction here?
Oh, don't. That, no. Stop it.
Before I show you the prediction, if you want to change, you can.
Okay. Let's change it. Just any one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear. Do you want to change your prediction again?
No.
You sure? You want that one?
Yeah.
If I told you this predicted that song, would that be good?
You can fuck off.
Well, check it out. Would you be impressed?
Don't.
There you go. It's a prediction.
What?
That's a QR code.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
A QR code is your prediction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got a phone? Because what do you do with the QR code?
You scan it.
Scan it. Can you unlock it for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You see, it opens up a thing at the top. There, you see?
Yeah.
We've got a blank screen at the moment. Tell a joke. Oh, hang on, it's coming out. There you go. It goes to a YouTube channel, you see. Let's just... There you go. It's loading up.
Mate, you need to upgrade your phone.
Wi-Fi's been winning slow all day.
Oh, now we've got an advert. This is exciting. Hang on. I'm building up tension here is what we're doing. Skip. Recognise that?
That's Britney Spears.
You can see it there. Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, official video.
And you had a free choice of song, didn't you?
Fuck off. There's no way. There's no... Oh my God! I changed it! Oh my God!
I love that song.
That's
for
nuts.
so many different reasons. You can have your phone back. You know what? Everything that you have seen up until this point,
What the fuck?
everything you have seen up until this point, you know what it's been?
That was a free choice and I changed
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And I'm glad you did. But everything that you've done up until this point, it's been magic, right? Sorry, it's been mentalism. I've been influencing you. I've been predicting stuff. I'm not a mentalist, though. I'm a magician. I'm a magician. Do you want to see a magic trick? To finish off?
Sure.
Okay. Look, you know what the cards are at this point, yeah? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a choice of one. Just like I have before. I'm going to give you a choice of one, but we're going to do it in a slightly different way this time, okay? I'm going to hold them face down, yeah? And I'm going to go through like this. And as I go through, you're going to say stop anytime you want to. And wherever you say stop, that's the card that you're going to get, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to look at it as well.
Stop.
Do you want that one or that one?
That one.
That one there, are you sure?
Yeah.
You happy with that one?
Yeah.
Change it for that one if you want.
No, what's the point?
You want that one?
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't matter whether I see it. Uptown Funk, that's actually very interesting because a few years ago, I had a weird situation that happened to me with Uptown Funk. I'll get to that maybe a little bit later on. But you had a free choice, didn't you? I mean, you could have picked any one of these. I mean, I didn't influence you. Let me ask you a question. I said this was going to be a magic trick. This wasn't going to be like a mind-reading trick. This is going to be a magic trick. If I told you I could take this Uptown Funk card and touch it to this Uptown Funk card, and they both became Uptown Funk, that's not very impressive. No. Because obviously you know they were both Uptown Funk, right?
Yeah.
But you could have picked anything and you picked Uptown Funk. So if I took that Beatles track, Yellow Submarine, and I did this, and I changed that into Uptown Funk. What about if I took this one and I did that and that turned into Uptown Funk?
Oh my God!
What about if I took the... what's that, Beyonce? You see Beyonce? Gone. I mean, that's... Let's try this one. Look, hold your hand out. Take it yourself. Just snap your fingers. Turn it over. I mean, you're doing...
Oh my God!
Let me do this one. Because I'm better than you because I've been doing this for longer. You try that one. There you go. You give that one a go. That leaves us with two.
Holy shit!
That leaves us with two. So if I do this one, I don't even want to touch that one. You take it over yourself.
Where were they going?
Turn it, snap it, turn it. And now what we have, is we have every single one of these cards. Every single one of them has turned into Uptown Funk. And Matt, I would say that is a big finish.
That's fucking crazy. Oh my God!
I'm awestruck.
That's incredible. Holy shit!
There you go. That is a few. So that was the full playlist routine. Now, as you can see there, and I'm trying to be as open and honest about this project that I can, you can see that I started off with 10 cards. Now, those 10 cards were basically, if you think of those 10 cards, there were 2 Uptown Funks, there were 2 Thrillers, there were 2 Britneys, there were 2 Beyoncés, there were 2 Beatles. And if you think of those cards, I think of them as ESP cards, but with songs instead of ESP symbols. So immediately people can relate to them, right? And they're marked on the back, and it allows you to do a whole bunch of routines. So that act that I do, I love that act. The first routine is just a nice little coincidence trick. It's a little bit like The Moment, but I was doing it way before The Moment came out. And it's a nice little coincidence trick. From there, You then go into the second routine, and I always go into will the jacks match, but these cards are perfect for it because it's like will the songs match, right? Which is great, and when it's a great follow up to the first routine, because for the first routine they've done apparently all the mixing and each card matches, but then they do absolutely everything and each card is matched up. It's killer, right? And then I go into the QR code trick. Now, a lot of people are saying that's their favorite trick. And a lot of people have said to me, they just do that as an opener. And I've done that as an opener sometimes when I'm doing walk around. It's a great opener because you give people the prediction card. You take these 5 cards out, you get them to mix them up. You say they've all got songs on them. You get them to mix them up. They pick one, they scan the QR code, boom. It can be any spectator's phone, nothing's set up in advance. You literally just scan the QR code and it will play the song that they're thinking of. And it's so clever. The method is so clever. I really think that there's going to be creators that buy playlists that take this method and they're going to apply it to other stuff. It is the best way to do the principle behind this routine that I've ever seen. And I do it in a couple of different routines. And you'll learn the principle and I think you'll apply it to other stuff. But there is no switch of the card. It can be any spectator's phone. They can examine their phone afterwards, obviously. And it came about from loving the barcode gag on stage, where you go, imagine you've gone into a supermarket and you're picking up an item. What are you thinking of? Baked beans. Look, it's baked beans. If you scan this, it's baked beans. It's a very funny bit, but there's no payoff to it. But with this, there's a payoff. You've got the same funny moments. Look, it's a QR code. You scan that, it'll take you through to the song that you're thinking of. No, seriously. And then you take their phone, you scan it. It now comes up with Uptown Funk or whatever it is. And then they turn over the card. They've not even looked at it, and it's Uptown Funk. It's a beautiful moment. But doing that routine, because I'm only using 5 cards, I put the other 5 cards away. Which means that at that point, I can then put the other cards away. And I can go, actually, let me do one more thing. And I can do the switch, either using the Orphic wallet or just taking them back out of a wallet. And now I'm set up for the wild card. And the wild card is great because it's such a fantastic ending, because they've been examining and touching and feeling these cards all the way throughout. Oh, there's that one ahead ESP routine that I also do at that point as well before this. But then with the wild card, it's such an incredible moment because they've examined everything. And then you go into this thing where they freely think of a song, and every other one of these cards matches that song, which is a great ending. You can't go further than that. And I do like the way, normally with wild card, when you do it with a packet of cards, playing cards, you've got like an ace of spades, you've got a whole bunch of 7 of hearts, and the 7 of hearts turn into the ace of spades. With this, what's really nice is you do this thing at the moment where they have a free choice of any card, and it's Uptown Funk, and everything changes into Uptown Funk. And it's because I'm using the Hammond count as a force. But I'm not forcing really, because there's a big bank of Uptown Funks. So it feels like they can have any choice, but you're going to force them on Uptown Funk. But at the same time, you're showing that every single one of the cards has got back. So I really like the construction of that wild card. And because you're using songs, like Peter Nardi's got some great presentational ideas with it, And then outside, that's my main act. That's what I mainly do. But then I share other routines on the project with these cards as well. Basically, I mean, I've tried to be as honest as I can about what this is. You know what it is. It's a collection of music download cards. They're marked, they're gaffed, and you can apply them in very different ways to do a whole bunch of routines, and there's about 10 routines on the project. If you like the performance that you saw me do, then there's no nasty surprises. I go very much in depth, as you would imagine, with my tutorials. Like I say, it's about a 2-hour tutorial. I leave no stone unturned. It's relatively easy to do. There's nothing really difficult. The hardest move is the Hammond count in the wildcard routine. Everything else is pretty much self-working. And the phone trick, honestly, I've had so many people say that that's worth the price of the trick alone with the QR code thing. It's killer. It really is. So I'm giving it 100%. I have to give it 100%. It's my own trick. Let me know if you want me to do this again with other tricks that I bring out. I was very hesitant about whether to do this or not because I don't review my own stuff, but at the same time I've had so many people ask me about playlists. I thought the best way to answer that question is to use this slot on Magic TV to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and basically explain exactly what it is you get and what it does, and then you can make your own mind up as to whether you want it or not. But if you would rather me not do this again and you'd rather me just focus on reviewing other people's tricks, please let me know. If you want to buy it, you can buy it exclusively from Alakazam Magic. They ship worldwide, and they do free shipping on all their own products. So if you buy Playlist and you're anywhere in the world, they'll ship it to you really quickly. It's free shipping. And also, I believe, if you're outside of the UK, you can take an extra 20% off, which you don't have to pay VAT. You'll have to check with Alakazam for that. But it's, yeah, you can order it from them. They'll ship it worldwide. I think there's still some left in stock. So there you go. That's Playlist. Guys, thank you very much for joining me here on Magic TV. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the performance of Playlist. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with 3 videos. At 6 o'clock, there's going to be a live. At 2 o'clock, there's going to be a shorts. At 9 o'clock, there's going to be a 5x5. Once again, thank you for all your support on this channel. Don't forget to head over to www.magictv.org. Register your interest in Netrix. It's coming soon. And I will see you again right here on a future video. My name's Craig from Magic TV.